Hi everyone, I'm Steve Courage, and today I want to share with you 30 things I think most young people don't understand about life. So let me start with a story. It happened in the year 2008. I was staying with a friend in a place called Commercial, and one of these days my friend called me and asked me, Steve, but why are you wasting your life trying to build a business when you could just go out there and get a job? Now, my friend asked me this question because he had seen my struggles, my suffering, and you know, my failures as an entrepreneur. But I was not able to tell him what I should have told him. Reason being that he was the one feeding me at this time. You have nothing to lose. Nothing. Now, my friend called me to advise me to take it easy simply because he felt like this guy is suffering, failing, broke. Why is he doing this when he can actually go out there, get a job, and live a comfortable life? But listen to this. When you are 21, you are 25, you are 27, or even 29, you have practically nothing to lose. Now, you might think you have something to lose by not trying, but the truth is, you really don't have anything to lose. So when you're in your 20s, you're 21, you're 25, you're 27, or even 29, you practically have nothing to lose. And essentially what that means is, if I have nothing to lose, I should have courage to go out there and try stuff. If I have nothing to lose, I should have courage to go out there, make mistakes, and just pick myself up again. Several years after Steve Jobs had built Apple, somebody asked him, but what gave you courage to drop out of school and say you want to be an entrepreneur? And he said something, which is, we have nothing to lose. That is what it is. When you are young, you simply have nothing to lose. So why am I telling you this? Very simple. I want you to go out there, try stuff, because you have nothing to lose. And that leads me to the second thing most young people seem not to understand, and that is, you are young. I think this is very obvious, but most people seem not to understand it. So let me explain something to you. If you are 27 years old right now when you are watching this video, you really have no idea about what it means to even be 40 years old. Not to talk of being 60 years old. And don't even try to imagine what it means to be 65 or 70 years old, because not even me can picture that. So what am I saying essentially? Young people tend not to understand the power they have. They tend not to understand that being young is probably the greatest gift God can give anyone. Because when you lose that, there is nothing on this planet Earth that can replace that. So this is an example of what I'm talking about. Now you are 21 years old and you have an idea to create a product, a service that can change the world or make you rich. But you sit down and make a list of 10 reasons why it might not work. You sit down and make a list of 25 reasons why, if you fail or make mistake, that may be a very terrible one. Then every day you are asking yourself, what if I fail? Now you are 25, you are 23, you are 27, you are 31. You really don't know that when you are 52, the same idea coming to you will mean that not only that you have lost the zeal to actually run after things, now you are 52 and you're having all these financial responsibilities and you're having all these health challenges and you're having all these whatever. More so, you have consumed more negativism so much that now at 52, you really don't have that zeal you have at 21. So, my message to you is this. It is very easy for young people not to know that they are young because they are not able to see what it means to be 50 years. They are not able to see what it means to be 60 years. If you have the grace to see what your life will look like, what being 65 will look like, you are going to spend every second of your 20s running after stuffs. If you have the grace to know what being a 65 years old man who is broke, who is unfulfilled, who is not happy, if you have the grace to know, to feel what that seems like, you are never going to make an excuse, a single one, in your 20s. You are never going to take life easy in your 20s. You are never going to sit back, make excuses, and complain in your 20s. You are going to spend every minute of your 20s running after stuffs, pursuing your dream, trying stuffs. And when people call you, the way my friend called me and ask you, guy, you seem to be in a hurry. Why don't you calm down, get a job? I mean, do something easy with your life. Then you are going to tell them, this is the time I have. Because the truth is, the time you have is now. And that is the only time you ever have. So let me explain to you what Thomas doesn't seem to understand. And that is, being naive is actually an asset. Here's a story. When I was 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and I was dreaming of becoming an entrepreneur, I was actually naive or probably even stupid. Some of the things I thought were possible were actually not. And because of this, I tried so many things because, I was naive. It was after like 6, 7 years when I have been in business world, then looking back, I told myself, guy, you were actually stupid. So this is the advantage of being naive. You really don't know that the risks you want to take could harm you or could hurt you. And what that leads to most of the time is, you make the mistake. Then you pause. You learn from your mistake, you try something else. The problem about being wise and being smart and being grown up is that now you know that taking some risk can actually lead your life to some things you don't like. But when you are young, you are naive. And to me, that is an asset. It means you can go out there and try stuff because you think they can work and they don't work. You learn your lesson, you try something else. They don't work. You learn your lesson, you try something else. That is how people grow. That is how people become smarter. That is how people know, oh, this cannot work because I've tried. This should work because something similar had worked in the past. So if you're a young person watching this video, I have 3 simple messages for you. And the first one is, you really have nothing to lose. I mean, you are 21, you are 23, you are 27, you are 33. You have nothing to lose because you have a decade ahead of you to mess around and get it right. And that leads me to the second thing, which is, you are young. You really don't understand how young you are. You don't. If you are 27, you are 33, you are 35, you probably don't have any idea. I repeat, you probably don't have any idea of what it means to be 65. So what that should mean to you, which is what it means to me, is now that you are young, you should maximize that time to try as much things as you can, to make as much mistake as you can, to attempt as much things as you can. The reason for that is because a time is coming when you'll be willing to try those things. But you won't have the spirit, you won't have the zeal, you won't have the power to do it. And if you think, oh, the reason why I seem not to be able to know what to do is because I'm naive, then I'm here to tell you that is an asset. Because people who are grown up enough to know everything they ought to know tend not to do things. Why? Because if you tell me this is your business idea, usually it is that there will be 10 reasons why it might not work, and maybe another 5 reasons why it might work. People who are grown up and wise enough to identify those 10 reasons why it won't work usually set back and do nothing. It is people who are naive, people who seems to be stupid that go for it. And what happens is when such people go for it, they make their first mistake, boom. Second mistake, boom. Then they learn, grow, and eventually they succeed. So rounding up this video, I want to challenge you as a young person. Just go for it. That is what it is. You are too young. You are so young that you don't understand how young you are. In the next 20 years, when you look back at who you have to pay, you will not even believe it. You will not even believe that you were that young. So, go for it. And if you like this video, or you like me, you like my stories or whatever, just do 2 things. Subscribe to this channel so that you can have other content. Second thing, you can check the description box and download my free business books. Love you.